everybody. It is a Sunday evening. I have spent the whole day reading and it's just been so bliss. Rainy, wintry weather. This afternoon the sun has finally come out and we are going to go for a little walk in before the sun sets. Such a fun day browsing through the most beautiful and best bookshop in Christchurch and maybe in New Zealand. Big call, but it's seriously such a good bookshop. It's called Scorpio Books. They just have the most beautiful wooden shelves and the biggest selection of books. I just had so much fun perusing around and seeing what books they had. So many new releases, so many books that caught my eye. I ended up picking up one book. I got a birthday book from my mum. I was tossing up between a few different ones. There were so many books there. As there would be. The book that I actually ended up getting was a Ashley Poston book, her latest book, which is Sounds Like Love. I really enjoy her books. Ashley Poston, I've read this one here, A Novel Love Story, and this one actually, the main character actually enters her favourite romance book and she's like going in a book club. It's very like bookish and like cozy, and Ashley Poston just sets the scene and smell the foods, or you can feel how cozy it is in the world that she builds, and there's always an element of magical realism in there. I just love the covers. All of the colours on that sounds like love. And this one is about Joni Lark wants to create the melodies that get stuck in your head and your heart. Her hometown has always given her surf sand and inspiration, but when her parents decide to close the family music venue, Joni's life begins to fall off key. Music pun intended. She couldn't possibly write another song until a melody comes to her half formed and with an imagined voice that she can't forget. But when the very, very real, very aggravated man behind the voice shows up in Vienna Shores, Joni can no longer deny their inexplicable telepathic connection. To get out of each other's heads, they'll have to finish the song, haunting them both, but there's just one problem. They can't agree on anything, and if they don't change their tune, it might just end in heartbreak first. That is the book that I got from Scorpio Books. Yeah, I am so excited to read it. Just a light romance book. And then earlier in the week, I went to Whitcoulls, which is another bookshop. Scorpio Books are a little bit more pricier than Whitcoulls. I went to Whitcoulls and I picked up no one other than Jessa Hastings' latest release. I was shocked to my core when I found out that she was releasing a second book. In 1 year, I read The Conditions of Will earlier in the year when she released that, and it was a 5-star book, of course. Jessa Hastings just has the most beautiful, lyrical, but also makes you feel like you know the characters so well. Like each character has a backstory, they've got like a full identity, and you honestly feel like you could be friends. Like they're so rich and full, each character. On the back it says here that she wasn't supposed to meet someone like him and he wasn't supposed to be her undoing. It's 1995, so set in the 90s. Joe Harrigan is the brash, enigmatic frontman of the biggest band in the world, and Isolde is the most iconic face of a generation. She's who people write their songs about, the kind of girl who could ruin a man. What's gonna happen? He doesn't fall first and she doesn't chase, but from the moment they meet, it's head first, reckless and inevitable. Oh, love at first sight. Here we go. Too much, too fast, too consuming. Do you know what? I don't usually love at first sight, but I feel like Jessa Hastings is gonna nail it. That's just my prediction. Loving Isolde makes Joa feel alive, but it also makes him feel trapped. Her star burns just as bright as his, and he doesn't know how to be with someone he can't control. The more he wants her, the more he resents her for it. But fame is corrosive and so is love. Neither Isolde nor Joa were built to survive both, because some loves don't end, they can't, they just destroy you. That's sounding a little bit toxic like Magnolia and BJ. I just love her covers. Like, they just look iconic already. Like, they just look like superstars in their own right. And yeah, I love the style, like the bucket hat from the 90s, so fun. But this one is not as long as her usual books. I think this one is 326. Oh no, hang on. Part 2. Oh! Why did I do that? Oh my gosh, okay, there's gonna be a part 2. 323 pages. Another world. It's gonna be so exciting. I can't wait. I have been saving this month for my favourite authors. We've got Jessa Hastings. Yeah, it's gonna be a good reading month for August. I've got some great reads here. Speaking of reads in August, I just finished this book here. It is The Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Lynn, and this cover is honestly adorable, and this is I think it's gonna be my first 5-star romantasy read of the year. I was just enthralled by this author's writing style. It is based on Eastern mythology, Chinese fairy tales, and of the moon goddess. Powerful, like in certain, sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. We've got a very certain of herself female main character who's honestly like inspiring to look up to. Like, she knows what she wants and she's going after it. The pacing of this book was so well done. The writing was amazing. This has actually got a second book that's come out, so I think this one came out in 2022 or something. 2022, yeah, and it's just got the most beautiful, like, it's got a little map there and like really pretty pages. 5 stars. I am actually going to meet my mum in town. It is 2:45 and we might go back to Scorpio books, but we'll see. Yeah, it's been such a fun kind of bookish birthday week, and looking at Scorpio books, looking through Whitcoulls, just taking the time to have a bit of a browse, and definitely out of a reading slump, because in the last video I was getting out of it, and I read books that made me cry. Now I'm definitely out of that reading. Daughter of the Moon Goddess, I fell back in love with reading.